Hey guys, I'm Ethan Moore from Stockholm Supply, and today I want to talk about the back of a bandsaw blade and whether you should file it or grind it round, which you might hear often online. It's always wise to smooth out the back of that blade, and there are two main reasons to do that. And the first would be, if you look at where the weld is, right there. Wow, I got lucky. Oftentimes on some blades, on that weld there'll be an imperfection on the back of that blade, and when that hits the thrust bearing, it'll kind of go tick, 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 and it will cause a rough spot in your cut. Now, the wider the blade is this way, the easier that blade is to weld. So, what you'll find very likely is the wider blades will be a lot smoother on the back, where smaller blades like this is a 3/16 blade, might have actually a little bit more of an imperfection to it. Now, the other reason is, on a small blade like this, if I have a sharp corner on that back edge, that can make it more likely to catch when you're making a curve through a piece of wood. So if we smooth that profile on the back, like round it off, it will glide through a curve far nicer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make two cuts here. Now we're using a tough tooth blade, and they do a very good job on the back of their blades. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a cut without doing any modifications, and then I'm going to show you guys how to clean up the back of that blade, the safe way to do it, and we'll see what kind of difference that makes just cutting through my 2x6 here. All right, so I'm just going to do a simple curve through this board, and then we'll fix the blade up and we'll make about that same curve. So you can see here, that's still a great cut. We're gonna round the back off and we'll see if there is any noticeable difference. Okay, so the back of the blade right now is roughly, it looks like this. It's kind of square on the back. What we wanna do is make it look a little bit more like that, a little rounder on the back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the saw on, and we're gonna take a grinding stone and we're gonna clean the back of that blade up. Now this can be a relatively dangerous thing to do because you gotta be careful not to get too close to the blade. So what I have here is a grinding stone on a stick, which works really, really well. What some people will also use, if you may have one of these, this is a diamond dressing tool for a grinder. This will work well to clean the back of the blade up as well, and it keeps your hands away from the blade. So let me turn the saw on and we'll do a little work on the back of this blade. Okay, so it took a little time and I got the back of that blade on a bit of a radius. You'll never see it in the camera, but if you feel that blade, there's not the same sharp edge. It's a little bit of a softer back. So what we'll do now is I'll make that same cut. Now, it's gonna be hard to tell what kind of difference we made, especially on a camera, but we will try. So I'm gonna make relatively the same curve, and we'll see if we can spot any difference at all here. Okay, so these will be our two repeatable cuts. So if I'm looking at that, honestly, really hard to tell for this particular piece. But what I will say is when I was making that corner, it did feel slightly smoother as I was churning that board through, like the blade was a little bit more willing to make the curve. I personally can't really see any difference in the quality or the finish of the cut here, though if I got a microscope you might be able to. But anyway, still certainly good practice to do, especially at that weld joint, because that's where you will see ticks in the cut if you hit that imperfection in the weld. Now, the blades that we sell, they do a very good job of cleaning up the back of the blade, but not every manufacturer is the same. So it's worth doing, even if it takes you a little bit of time. So anyways, if anybody else has any questions, you can email me at info@stockmansupply.com or just comment on the video. Thanks for watching.